The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. He'll come out throwing here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They'll drop the throw. He'll rifle this one deep right. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. In for the score. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They start the drive with Cook. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, Cook. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Here we go now. 3-19.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Not the result they were looking for there on 3rd down. They end up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show Mom that he gets to play in the game.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This will be fielded at the 17. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers getting set to go. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
No matter the week, no matter the team, you're going to hear coaches wax nostalgic for big tight ends that can control the edge of the line of scrimmage. Well, sometimes you don't have a tight end in the game, so now you're looking at your tackles. Can they control the perimeter? Make sure that that gets sealed off so there's no penetration off of the edge. If they're able to do that, that's why a toss play is successful. Because once they get to the edge, they can pick and choose their spot, which way to run, whether it's deep outside or cutting it back inside to pick up big yardage. On that play, they controlled the edge so well, they picked up an excellent chunk of yardage.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now he's flushed out left. Wide open receiver complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Mobility is often a good thing for a quarterback. Rarely do you think it's a bad thing. Getting outside of the pocket often breaks down defenses. But you still have to set and throw. Yeah. I mean, you can't lose your mechanics even though you're outside the pocket.
And there with the pressure coming, that made that extra tough. So it's an empty possession there, and you'd have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise that this would come up short.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up to throw. And complete right side to Cook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Now let's go.
They pitch it out to Cook. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On play action, they'll throw. And man over the middle, and it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So a minute 55 to go in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Barney. Here we go now. Blue landed.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. A give. This is Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. You have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Being chased out left. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Now he's forced out left. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
All right, now, lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Set, 3-19.
They're going to look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half. Doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green 39.
off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Going deep for Diggs. That's caught inside the 20. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Carlson now to kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So we have reached, there you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Now let's go. Blue landed. Blue landed.
Now they try the right side here. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue landed. Blue landed.
They go play action here on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On the ground, it's Cook. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
The Vikings send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Go with a ground attack here. And he'll power his way up near the 25. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Green 39! Green 39!
They'll set up a throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Rolling to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
He'll look to throw. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is going to be incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be...
Blitz coming, and and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Cook has it, left side. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. Run it on the draw play. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. He'll drop to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Chargers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Back to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit. Detroit.
eluding the pressure right. And it's a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, meaning taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover.
Green 39.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. The left side caught by Diggs. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
No. Check. Patriot. Detroit. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. The Vikings on 3rd down. Lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Detroit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
But they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
They run again on 1st down. Cook down right around the 25. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Gone.
Back to throw. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Back to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in what you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch right there.
They'll run with Cook. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot.
He'll get it up the middle. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the 4th. Now what do? You conservative and just tie it up?
No, I think you put your practice into game situation. Go as fast as possible. You already have your play call ready to go. Go for two and decide it right now.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger offense making their way back out there. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Over, 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 over.
Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 59 yards. And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it's good. He got it. He missed his lone attempt earlier, but he connects when it matters most. And they've come in here and stolen one on the road. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for our visitors, the win is number 9 for them on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Oakland to take on the Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, this could hurt in the race for home field advantage.